the mistake and it's bloody 2-0. Who bloody what? It's Mahrez. It's 2-0. Couldn't mark a toddler's spelling test, Lindelof there. Slips on his arse. Slower than a snail's funeral. And it's 2-0. That's bloody frustrating, that is. Tricked you there. I was trying to pretend that the audio wasn't working. It is working. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Stand. How are you? We are live, and we are awaiting this Manchester United transfer news, of course. Team a bit here. Yes, Phil Jones in a Carabao Cup tie. You want it. You wanted it. You've got it. Nobody wanted it, but we have got it. So, Phil Jones starting. I still think United will win tonight. That is my feeling. I think United will win tonight. But as I said, I mean, look, that's not the sort of United side that. What is opinion on Ollie if Lingard gets sold? Says Yasser. I don't see how Lingard's going to get sold. I've just got to say this. I don't see how Lingard's going to get sold. Where would he go? His bread is buttered too well at Manchester United. He's an Instagram star. He's a Twitter star. He makes loads of money. Anywhere he goes is a step down. You know, even if Liverpool wanted him, he's not going to have as much media exposure at Liverpool as United, because United are that club that let their players have that media exposure. Also, it is, isn't it? He's the only fit centre-back we've got, because we've played Harry... We've ran Harry Maguire into the ground like a working donkey. Not that he's a donkey, but you know what I mean. We've overloaded the donkey. He's not a donkey in a footballing terms. I mean, he's done a lot of donkey work for United over the last 4 months. I mean, and also for England. I think Gareth Southgate said it when Maguire went on England duty back in November. He said, realistically, I'd love to give him a rest because he's playing so much football. That's inexperienced management as well. That's a manager who, in fairness, is playing for his job every week, so he doesn't rotate players like he should do. We've seen it with Rashford, we're seeing it with Fred, we've seen it with Maguire, we've seen it with Wan-Bissaka. He doesn't rotate his key players because he's trying to keep his job. United with a free kick there, Greenwood taken out. We're not winning yet, cheeky chicken. We're not winning yet. Has Jones got... Where Sterling did Wan-Bissaka in the first 5 minutes and everyone was like, clip it, got him on toast, and then Sterling put him in his pocket for the next 80. But United are on the attack here with the ball there. There's somebody behind the goal with their camera going, yeah, Rashford, and it's almost like they're going, give me a selfie. He's playing a game of bloody football, mate. I thought there was going to be an opportunity. United Stand's not going to just start streaming it off my phone. City, oh no. Oh no! You can't account for that. I've got to have a look back. Bernardo Silva's just whacked one in from the edge of the box, and that is disgusting in a way that I don't know who to blame. It just looks like a good goal, Braveheart. I agree. Kyle Walker into Bernardo Silva. Fred too slow to close him down. I don't know what Phil Jones is doing there. I mean, it's more Fred's fault, but Phil Jones sort of moves out the way. What? David De Gea. To be honest with you, I don't even... Fred's got to close him down quicker. That it's as simple as that. But it's... Sometimes it's unstoppable from De Gea. For De Gea, he can't get near it. I think Fred's got to close... It's easy. The thing that's annoying about that is you've got to defend well. You've got to switch on. And that, whilst it's an unstoppable goal, look at the goal. It's a Kyle Walker pass to Bernardo Silva, who takes a touch and gets a shot off. You shouldn't be getting a shot off like that. I think Fred's too slow, and I think that, we all love Fred, but he's got to close him down. He's got to close him down there. It's a brilliant goal, but you've got to ask the question that they've not had to work to get that shot off. So, great goal from Bernardo Silva, but I think United have got to defend better than that. West. And the end, what's happened with United again... I said this before the goal, so it's not, it's tactical analysis. We've gone heavy for the first 5 minutes, running around like a Duracell rabbit on bloody Red Bull, and then we've dropped that energy. And City are now, look at City now, they're all over us at the moment. They're just calmly passing it about. I just read the stat out there. We've had 30% possession in the last 10 minutes. How are your front three meant to do anything? And at the moment, our only plan, as per usual, is to wait to hit them on the break. We can't get hold of the ball. We're waiting for them to make a mistake so we can go whang, bam, thank you, man, and hit them on the break. So they're doing nothing. And Lindelof makes the mistake, and it's bloody 2-0. Who bloody what? It's Mahrez. It's 2-0. Couldn't mark a toddler's spelling test, Lindelof there. Slips on his arse. Slower than a snail's funeral, and it's 2-0. That's bloody frustrating, that is. What's he doing slipping over here? It's just a long ball in the air. Doesn't really well, it's Lindelof who doesn't deal with the high ball. Then slow by Pereira to catch him, and then he's caught on his arse. Lindelof. It's totally Lindelof's fault, I'm afraid. Terrible defensive header. Heads it to Bernardo Silva, and then he slips in Mahrez. That's awful from Lindelof, I'm sorry. That is awful from Lindelof. That header needs to be going back to Man City's goal. Then he doesn't turn around quick enough. Mahrez has got the run on him. Bernardo slips him in. He's got his angles to cut the pass out all wrong. That's Lindelof on toast, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, that's Lindelof on toast. He's got to win that header. Powerful. You've got to put your neck in it. And then he's not reacted to his crap header. I'm sorry. That is on Lindelof, I'm afraid. On Brandon Williams. De Bruyne. Oh, God! Get off! Get off! Get off! What are you doing? Andres Pereira scored an own bloody goal. It's 3-0. But why is that not a foul on Brandon Williams? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's pointing the finger. I think it is a foul on Brandon Williams, but you've got to switch on afterwards. You've got to bloody switch on here. Let's watch this back. What are we doing? It's so good. Someone's got to go and win this ball again. Lindelof going for the header, falling on his arse. Mahrez running through. Brandon Williams. That's a foul. That's a foul on Brandon Williams. That's poor refereeing. Where's VAR? I think that's a foul on Brandon Williams, to be honest with you. That is a foul on him. Like, Brandon Williams gets the ball. I think that's a foul. I think that's a foul. But Jones, get back to Blackburn. They're going to check this on VAR. I think this is a foul. He's given it. He's bloody given it. They've checked it. There is VAR in the Carabao Cup and they've given it. I can't believe that. Oh, Phil Jones, you've not been rescued by the fact that you got sent back to Blackburn by De Bruyne. And then bloody Pereira can't do anything for us, so he scores. This is getting embarrassing here. United in all sorts of trouble. 3-0 down at half-time. Defending like a bunch of drunk badgers in a sleeping bag. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, God. Well, there's no excuses then. VAR checked that and said it's not a foul. Who's marking who? Phil Jones again. Stick with your bloody man, mate. He hasn't got fleas. Bloody go with him. Oh, life. Bernardo Silva, he must think it's his birthday. You've got to pull one out. Drop a holding midfielder in. Take Lingard off. Get Matic on and get hold of that midfield because he's useless. He's wasted at this. He's playing in this number 10 role. Number 10 for Manchester United. Bloody hell. It's about as useful as a hot dog at a bloody vegetarian convention. Useless. And they're just absolutely annihilating us at the moment. It's bound to even change the score because I've got a very big feeling it's going to be 4-0. Oh, bloody hell. Sterling misses a tap in as well. How is it not 4-0? It's embarrassing. Thing because the reality is they should have scored 3 goals after that. And why is Ollie sat there with McKenna going like that? Do something. You can't just keep going. Oh. You've not changed anything from minute 1, mate. You've changed nothing. This is a game of football. Frank Lampard made a sub after half an hour against Arsenal the other week. You can make a bloody change. Do it. To only be 3-0 down. The fact that we've not tactically changed in 45 minutes against that is a disgrace. And it's a massive, massive disgrace. And the club, from top to bottom, is a disgrace because they're allowing this to happen year after year. It's a joke. I was Ollie in, but
Matic is on.
See, that should have happened after 10 bloody minutes. It took Lingard off.
Everybody could see it. Absolutely.
That's bottling.
If it gets any worse, the next game's going to be a funeral march, Mark. Can you imagine going to the Etihad if we're 5-0 down? We need to show some courage here. We need to show some real drive. We need to be able to get after him. Why did we press for 10 minutes and then stop?
Yeah.
When it was working. There's too much to talk about.
Been a bit vocal about them in the past. This should be a goal. Yes, good goal as well. Marcus Rashford gets one back. We've got one back, and it was that's what United are good at. That is what United are good at. We are on the break. Greenwood, it's a mistake by De Bruyne. Gomez nips in, and then we're running 3v2 at their back. Greenwood, lovely weighted pass into Rashford, who slots it away lovely. That's what we can do. That's what we can do on the break. But unfortunately, this is the only tactic we have, to wait for a Manchester City mistake and then hit them on the break. I mean, it gives us something. Can we go and get another one? Just make the second leg interesting, please. He's made 2 world-class saves. And Wan-Bissaka's not done anything wrong, because Man City haven't dared to go down his side. I mean, what's Phil Jones doing here? He's got away with it, but no, he's not. No, he's not. It's not bloody Benny Hill. Benny Hill resurrected.
And he's injured it.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my life.
If you could have a Phil Jones moment, then he's just pulled it right off. I don't know how he does it. He's consistent, Mark.
He's done it in one game. He's played absolutely shit, and now he's injured himself.
By running about in circles, chasing the ball. Honest to God, he's like a blindfolded dog running after a tennis ball. He just hasn't got a clue.
Welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United lose 3-1 to Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, and I think we can safely say that flattered us. That result flattered us. One thing that comes into my mind just before I went live, actually, a statement that we've heard from Manchester United a lot this month. It's worth remembering this, that Manchester United will only delve into the transfer market if they can find somebody that improves their squad. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And I think that's the line I would say. This is what I would say. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now, whether that means to you, Ollie out, whether that means Glazers out, whatever, enough is enough with this football club and what's going on. Something drastically needs to change. We can't keep meandering through Ollie out, Glazers out, those players aren't good enough. We've got to look at the collective and say, what is the vision and where are we going? I look at United today, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been there for 13 months. He's been there 13 months, really. And I still look at it and go, this is a work experience boy with his mates sat next to him. They are out of their depth, tactically out of their depth. And that is sad. I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I love Michael Carrick. They are legends of this club as far as I'm concerned. But this is our club. They played for our club. And when you retire, you go. You don't